Hey guys, it's Ivy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video about Netgalley. So let's talk Netgalley books and what I have in my TBR on Netgalley that I am failing incredibly on reading. I'm very lucky to get approved for the books that I get approved for, or the books that I get sent via eARC that I can read on Netgalley. I just have so many books to read that sometimes I fail in the Netgalley department because I tend to forget about them because they're not like visually in front of me, even though Netgalley likes to send me that weekly checklist every Sunday that I tend to just like ignore, like that doesn't exist, you aren't here. So anyways, I just thought it'd be fun to talk about the books that are on my Netgalley. I have my coffee, my Irish cream cold brew, courtesy of my grandma. This is my first one of the season. And it's really good. And I also have on my Taylor Swift cardigan. Ah! Yes, I did in fact get these in all three colors because I had to. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, Swiftie Nation. Hold on. I have to request something because I did not know this was on Netgalley. Oh my god. Can you guys see that? My Contemporary Mary. I am obsessed with Mary Queen of Scots. Ever since I watched Reign, I can't get enough. So I really hope I get approved for this one because I love the Lady Janies. Oh my god. Okay. All right, this was not the point. This was not the point to get more books on here. The point was to talk about the ones I already have. So this is already not going very smoothly according to plan. So Netgalley is like broken down into like shelves. So the first shelf I'll talk about, I guess, is my start reading, which I have 3 there. And the first one is She's Too Pretty to Burn by Wendy Hurd. I actually don't even know what this one is about. I just liked the cover and I liked the title. So this is a psychological thriller about 2 girls and it is inspired by the picture of Dorian Gray, so maybe that's why I requested it. It says 1 fire, 2 murders, 3 drowning bodies, 1 suspect, 1 stalker. This is the summer they won't survive. Sounds pretty good to me. Have I read it? No. Will I? I sure hope so. The next book I have is We Were Restless Things by Cole Nagamatsu, a contemporary fantasy about 3 teens coming of age in the wake of a mysterious death. And I definitely requested this book due to the cover as well. It's like really pretty, like the hand with the flowers, and I really need to get to that. And then I have All the Pretty Things by Emily Arsenault. And this one, I gotta be honest, I think this is the one I'm thinking about. I requested this book because I knew it was a thriller and I really liked the cover. But when I got approved and I like started to read it, I was like, her name is Ivy. And I have this like weird thing that I can absolutely not connect to books if characters the main character has my name. Like, I can't. It just totally takes me out of the story and it doesn't work for me. I don't know if you're like this. If a main character has your name, you can't read the book. I'd love to hear if I'm just weird or if that's like a thing that people have as well, but I could not. I was like, nope. So I actually need to mark this as like not gonna finish or not like sending feedback or whatever, because I'm not gonna read it. I just won't. Going into my next shelf, which would be my give feedback section. For this one I have quite a lot. Okay, so the first one I have is You Have a Match by Emma Lord, and the publisher sent me this because I was on the blog tour for her first book, which was Tweet Cute, and I absolutely adored that book. I thought it was so cute, and it was just such a grilled cheesy, that's not grilled cheese, no, yeah, I'm not good at puns, like ignore that. But it was just such a good romance. They make a lot of grilled cheese. There's this grilled cheese competition between their 2 restaurants and it's very You've Got Mail, and I really like that. So they sent me her next book, which I have no idea what it is about. The description says, a new love, a secret sister, and a summer she'll never forget, which to me sounds really cute, and the cover is just like adorable. The art style is really pretty. I really like the cover like that. Like the colors are all like super cute too. I should have told you guys the dates for when these things come out, or if they're out already, because some of these books are out already. That's how much I've been slacking on reading them, but we're not going to talk about that. The next one is Fable by Adrienne Young, and I'm sure everybody knows what this one is about. This is a beloved author of Sky and the Deep. This book is set on the ocean, and our main character is a female. That's really all I know about this. I actually picked up the audiobook for this one as well because the narrator sounded nice, so I was hoping to read the audiobook and then be able to review this on Netgalley, but it says she's the daughter of the most powerful trader in the Narrows. The sea is the only home 17-year-old Fable has ever known. I guess was an unforgiving storm. That's as much as I'm gonna read, because sometimes synopsis really spoil what's happening in the book, so sometimes I really hate to read them, or I try to forget. The next one I have is Mayhem by Estelle Lore, and this book I actually started like 4 times and didn't continue, not because I didn't like it. Like I literally only got like 3-4 pages in, just because it's been so hard to read this year. That's really the only excuse I have. This is a magical realism a magical realism story. It's Lost Boys meets Wilder Girls in this supernatural feminist YA novel, and it's set in 1980s. So that's all what really intrigued me about this one, because I love Wilder Girls and I love books that are set in the past. Actually, I might add this one to my December TBR because it sounds like something I should really be in the mood for. The next one is Foul is Fair by Hannah Capin, and I freaking hate this cover. I hate it. This is another book that a publisher sent me an e-arc of. I did not get to. This is a thriller, and I actually started this and never finished it. I just like was not in the mood for it, but I think it's like a bloody YA thriller. I don't know. The cover just, I can't get past it. I know we're not supposed to judge books by covers, but you know what? We all do it, so it is what it is. I can't get past this cover, so that's why it's still sitting on my shelf. And then the next one is Kingsbane by Claire Legrand, and this is the second book to Furyborn, which I read Furyborn twice. I just can't pick up Kingsbane, and you know what? It's to the point where I probably won't ever pick it up because I don't want to read Furyborn a 3rd time. I just don't. For some reason, while I'm in it, I'm loving it. It's so much fun. I'm so entertained. But after I finish it, like, everything disappears. It just doesn't stick. So that's why I can never get into Kingsbane, because Furyborn just like leaves right after the book closes. It's really tragic, honestly. So that's why that's still sitting there. Oh, well, the next section is feedback sent, which I sent feedback for all of these other books, so we don't have to cover that category. Yeah, so those are the books that I have in my Netgalley TBR, like reading checkpoint thing, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully I can get to them and knock a few of them out. Maybe I should at least try for 1 this month, just because it's like I really need to get my reading ratio up. I can talk about what my reading ratio is right now, which ideally I think you want it at 80%, and right now I'm at 60%. So I've been approved for 30 books and I sent feedback for 18 of them. I feel like I only talked about like 6 books. So where are the rest of them? Oh, there's an archived section. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. So the next book I have is Loner by Georgina Young, and this one, the title and the cover really got me. I don't think I can read it anymore, actually, unless I like borrow it from the library, maybe send feedback that way. But it is a humorous and heartfelt exploitation of new adulthood. Lana kills her day sneaking into the dark room at her old art school to develop photographs, and then she's a DJ at night. That one sounded really interesting. And then I have Havenfall by Sarah Holland, which I really like Sarah Holland's first duology, which is why I requested Havenfall. I thought thought I sent feedback for an excerpt of that. I thought this was just an excerpt, but I guess I got approved for the whole book. I didn't even know that. Well, it's a fantasy novel. And then the next one is The Weight of a Soul by Elizabeth Tammy. This is also a fantasy novel, and it's about a young girl who finds her younger sister dead, and it's about Viking clans. So that sounds really interesting too. I didn't even know there was like an archive section. Well, no wonder those numbers didn't make sense, but now they do. That's my Netgalley media file. Are any of you guys on Netgalley and feeling as miserable as me? Please let me know in the comments down below. I really enjoy Netgalley, and I think it's a really cool platform, and I honestly wish I utilized it more. It's just like being in the book community, there's this just like FOMO thing that happens where it's like you want to get the newest releases and all this stuff, but then like you don't have enough time to read them, and then they're not new releases anymore, and then you haven't read them and they're still sitting there and you still want to get to them, but then you want to get to the more newer releases, and then you want to have all the arcs, and then you want to read all those before they even come out, but then you can't, and it's just like hard, and you can just never catch up. So being a book reviewer is kind of hard sometimes. I'm sure a lot of you feel that stress as well. Like even if you don't review books, if you just read books, like it's just like a never-ending thing. You can't catch up. So yeah, it's hard. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're looking for me on any other social medias, you can find those all linked down below. I would really appreciate if you guys would leave some comments and like and subscribe. Leave me some cute emojis down below. That always will make my day. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have a beautiful day, and may the force be with you. Bye.